You're live.
You're alive.
We're all live. Yeah, I know, Pete.
Yeah, just
Okay.
just
So I'm
just
just
so
kidding.
everyone knows, Peter was
Yeah.
singing in the
Yes.
background.
He's
You can't
he's
hear
just
it, but he
no.
was.
Well, hi everybody. Welcome to good old Hogwarts Next Generation, session 18. We're missing a few students today, but that happens. So we will do our best. We might be having one or two extras join us, depending on when they wake up. But yeah, I'm going to toss this over to good old Belvedere to introduce D&D Play 20.
Hello, all. I'm Belvedere. D&D Play 20 is where it is at. Catch us on Twitch. Hit the link to join our server. Maybe join in your own cool game. We do offer a variety of D&D for your fun. We're looking to expand into other games, so if you're looking for a group, join us. We like to play.
Perfect. Thanks, Bel. All right. So yeah, good old session 18 of Hogwarts. We will do a quick introduction of our lovely players today, then do a recap, and then we're going to get right into whatever shenanigans they feel like doing, because the rest of the day is theirs. So let's introduce ourselves first, starting with Belvedere.
Oh, Belvedere
Hello
back
again.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I am here to play Chester today. Chester is a Hufflepuff. Chester is best friends with his cats and or bullied by him. I'll let you make the call. Chester has friends, and apparently is now named Jester, so I'll pass it on.
A Chester Jester cross up. That can't go wrong at all.
But, nobody said I
Perfect.
speak well.
No, that's okay. Perfect. All right. Let's go over to Alonzo.
All right. Hello,
Mhm.
it's Rata here with obviously Alonso, the very best of the students, especially now that Ava's not here. She can't contradict me, so haha. uh, but I hope she feels better. That's what she's not here today. But yes, Alonso seeking to excel. However, we all know that it's Mr. Eleganto that's pulling the strings, so Uh, we'll see how Alonso, his pet, does today. I hope he has a bit of more luck than last time. Okay, back to you, headmaster.
Perfect. Actually, it's over to Gideon.
Oh boy. Hi, I'm
Oh
Saint.
yeah,
I
Gideon's
play Gideon, who is also here, Alonso. Gideon is a Weasley, but a Slytherin Weasley. Um, so that makes mostly just includes, hanging out with her friends and the other Weasleys and making fun of Fred. Which she would have done anyways, but that's fine.
Yeah.
She's really into Quidditch, and she doesn't like school that much because it's boring. And she made friends with a baby Venus flytrap earlier.
Yay.
That's all. And they're definitely not going to sneak back and try and make better friends with it.
No, no, definitely not. It only tried to eat you the first time.
I don't
Nothing
remember.
bad will go wrong the second time. Nope, not at all.
I have portents. It's fine. They're not good portents, but I have them today.
It now has a taste for Gideon.
As it should. As everything should.
As everything should. And I am Brandon. I'm your headmaster. I play so many people in this campaign. It is ridiculous. I've gone a little overboard with players, but that's what happens when you're in school. Anyway, let's kick off with our lovely recap. We had a fair bit go on last session. So yeah, kick it off for recap, Gideon.
Okie dokie. So we started off last session with our students coming back to Hogwarts from their Christmas holidays and going over what they chose now that they are level 2. Ava and Amelia went with being scribes wizards, Gideon and Maddie are divination wizards, Alonzo went illusionist, and Chester is a war wizard, which everyone is confused about, including Chester. After they were settled, they started to get caught up on what everyone else has been up to and what they all got for Christmas, and a few others just wanted to do their own things. Chester had Quidditch on his mind and was trying to figure out how he could help Hufflepuff win against Ravenclaw soon. Alonzo summoned his house elf Wexley to help with a prank. Ava got all her stuff organized and Antar set up in his terrarium. Is that her scorpion?
Her scorpion, yep.
Then noticed that he has somehow gotten bigger lately. Then it was a quick trip to the kitchens to unload some pastries on the house elves there and to give them more recipes to try. Gideon hit up the barn to have a little fun with Andy the otter and put his new water wings on him while he splashed around, somewhat not amused at them, before heading to have some time with Shaggy. Shaggy put her to work helping rub down some horses and trying to get her to do it right. She did not. Dinner then came, and our party noticed a few things. First, about 4 or 5 students were missing, and 2 older Slytherin students' robes were etched in white. It was the first time they saw that the magical enchantment on the robes was working. The 2 students had done something against the rules, and now everyone could tell. They just ignored everyone's stares and went about eating. The missing students, though, was a worry, so they all started listening in to see if they could figure out where they were. The 5 students missing were 4 fourth-year students and 1 first-year. They then heard Fred and Rose asking where Jan Fredericks was. He wasn't on the train, and he did go home. The others missing were 2 Hufflepuffs, a Slytherin, and a Ravenclaw. After a while, they learned that Jan was accused of using magic underage. Unknown outcome as of yet. It was then that Alonzo's prank went off, and Polly Chapman and 1 other student started choking and went silent, then ran to the infirmary, unable to talk for at least a day. After the laughter died down, it was time for a speech from Headmaster Dippet welcoming them all back and wishing them all well on the remainder of the term. This recap's so long, there's 2 more paragraphs.
Yeah,
Before bed, Chester went and found Yosh Food to tell him about something he should try out with the team before the next match. It was called the Wollongong Shimmy and was a high-speed zigzag move that was designed to confuse and distract opposing chasers. Alonzo then had a little chat with his bunkmates and found out that Albus and Scorpius were moody about something but couldn't find out what. Ava wrote a letter home to Mom and got caught up with what's been going on with Amelia, Sirius, and Clara. She also needed some help trying to get Albus away from Scorpius tomorrow, to which Clara said she was on Albus duty. From there, it was time for a Weasley family meeting, where Gideon learned a lot. First was that Scorpius was present, because Draco was away somewhere, and Mom and Grandma wanted some quality girl time. He seemed extremely quiet and didn't want to talk about it, but Gideon could tell that this might just be the first time he's had a large family Christmas gathering, and he was still trying to figure it out. She also learned that the ministry might be involved somehow with the new school and kids missing pets and wands, and that they think it's in Las Vegas in the States. So after all that, it was a fun time hugging Teddy as he turned into a bear after Gideon asked if he could only turn part of himself furry. Morning came, and it was time for herbology. At the gardens, Clara grabbed onto Albus and told him to come with her if he wanted to live, and then left Scorpius with the girls. Ava then finally informed him of what they found out about the curse and what they'd been working on. He was left somewhat in awe and angry that she never came to him sooner and apologized for not spending more time with her. He will try to get this information to his dad ASAP and thanked her for all she had done. Class was interesting. It seemed that Professor Longbottom was really happy and informed our party that the flower that Amelia's mom had created might be part of the cure he's been searching for to help heal his parents. He then told them all a little too much information about his parents, but it seemed he really needed to get it off his chest, and that once the potion is made, that it will be first tested on one Gilderoy Lockhart. After this revelation, it was time to learn all there is about something called Devil's Snare, and a new spell to ward it off, Lumos Solum, the Daylight Charm. The fact that there is no mention of my new BFF, the Venus Flytrap, is...
I probably just forgot it at the end, or it was already too long, and I got to the point where it's like, we don't need that. That's okay. But Gideon got her arm stuck in the bottom of a Venus flytrap plant.
Willingly.
It tried to eat her.
Also, I
Pulled
tried
it
to
out.
use the friend spell on the devil snare, and it almost worked.
It almost worked, but it was a not creature. It was a good attempt, though.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. You can take your lovely inspiration or student die or whatever you need.
Inspiration. I always use it immediately.
Yeah, I know. So you guys finish good old class with everybody. The rest of the day is yours. You still do technically have classes, but we're not RPing them today. So what would you guys like to do? Let's roll initiative to see who goes first.
Hoping that that is not a sign of how I'm rolling today, but it is an 8.
Good.
Oh, Belv!
That one
Oh.
for a 6.
Wow.
For a 6? So
Yeah.
ditzy!
No, it's because I get
I
my
know.
intelligence
War wizard.
bonus now.
Yeah, War Wizard.
Oh,
The hell?
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Yeah.
Stupid war wizard.
I'm sitting over here with my negative. Oh, wait, it's not even an 8, it's a 7. I forgot I have a negative.
It's a 7.
It's
That's funnier.
those sporty reflexes he's got.
Yep. Those innate Quidditch.
1.
All right. So a 6, a 7, and a 17.
I put all
Wow.
my points into strength.
Which is odd.
No, I wanted to be a beater.
Oh, yeah, I know. Eventually, that'll help you. But right now, it's just useless.
Unless she wants to
Hey,
punch
hey,
something.
I pulled my whole arm.
This is true, too. You
Flytrap
saved
all by
yourself.
myself, okay?
From a plant bigger than you. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well,
Babies are bigger than us. We're in trouble.
this is true. Yeah. Well, you guys are what, 4.5 feet? 4 feet? I think most of you
Around
guys
there.
are around.
Except, I
around
think,
there?
is Alonzo tall for some reason?
I don't know. Alonzo.
Isn't he like
has
5'3" or
Alonzo.
something?
He was like flat foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Alonzo's
if you
tall
want to
for his
see
age.
Yeah.
Gideon maybe
Yeah.
eaten by a plant bigger than they are and relive your favorite old horror movie, you can donate Pantheon points to maybe have something bad happen at the school. Just saying.
We're good. Maybe Gideon wants that.
You never know.
I love musicals, okay?
All right. Well, what would Alonzo like to do after class? What's the remainder of your day? What do you want to do? And we'll definitely not, name the Venus flytrap Audrey the Third. We won't.
Why not?
So what's Alonzo up to for the rest of the evening? What do you want to do? You finish class at, is there anything you want to do for the day?
Let us look at Alonzo's book of plots. What does he want to do today? Let's see. All right, Tick, his prank Polly, Tick. He knows that Wexley will come and summon Tick.
And Polly and I can't remember the other students. Are at least going to.
It's fun.
Yeah, they're going to be out of commission until at least 24 hours, so you shouldn't see her till maybe tomorrow at Brecky.
Okay. Did Alonzo get those books from his father? Like the books that the potion books are his father. Was it his books or the ones he wrote?
He gave you his second and third year textbooks.
Okay. Because he wants to be that smug guy that knows everything, one up Ava. I think he might spend some time looking at the second, what's it called, second year book, to see if he can get like an edge somewhere.
Gotcha. I will take a quick investigation roll for that then.
Alright. Oh, and one more thing. What was the there was also the Merlin historical memo. Did he get that from his dad, or did he have to like research that? I think I wrote it down.
Which one was that? You might have to remind me of that one.
When he went to the Persian shop, he got the books,
Yep.
and it was mentioned. It might have been mentioned. I'm not sure if he was given to him. I just want to clear that up. Is it the Merlin historical memo from his father?
Oh, right. Yes. That was more. I'll have to find my notes for that one because I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, it's all good.
You
Don't
do
worry about
definitely
that.
have that
But
though. Yeah.
all right, cool. He will one thing at a time. He'll investigate
Mhm.
the Persian book first, and then he'll
Okay.
move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, I want a just a straight intelligence roll to see how well you can decipher it.
That's not too bad actually. That's 21. Yeah,
Okay.
21.
You've probably gone through your first year textbook a few times already, just in prep, so that's probably why you can read your second year. You'd be able to tell most of the potions in this book, even at the beginning, they're going to take at least almost a week, if not more, to prepare. And some of the ingredients on even your second year, you definitely will be doing a lot of foraging before you can actually prep. A lot of them require fresh, not like already like free-dried, dehydrated. That's what I mean.
Okay.
But there's a lot of
and at the
interesting
risk of
stuff in there.
absolutely. At the risk of sounding very unoriginal, can
Mhm.
he see if he can find a recipe for Polyjuice potion somewhere?
I believe, I don't know if that's in your textbook or if that was found. I think it probably is.
It's all right. If it's not there, he will go find it some other time. But he's
Okay.
plotting
I will.
things.
So tell me how you know about this potion then. Would you specifically look
Um,
for it, or is this just a random to just see if you find it
I
in one of those
think
textbooks?
it's. I think it was. I mean, I could roll for it actually. Like see if
Mm-hmm.
he picked it up from a text or he
Okay.
heard it from word of mouth or from rumors.
I'm trying to find out where.
Yeah, no, so he would have probably heard it somewhere. He rolled like a 6% there.
Okay.
Probably rumors, obviously, because Polyjuice Potion is not entirely like unknown, but it's like for a first year, um, you obviously might not know all about it, you know. Depends. It depends really.
Okay.
He's I guess at this point he's just seeing if it's something he can attempt and basically research first and then attempt it. He's
Okay.
not going to just
I'll take
willy-nilly
it.
get into it.
Give me a. I want a magical theory roll, which is just intelligence based. So it's pretty much your history modifier, whatever your history's at. I want that roll.
Okay.
I found the book.
All right. Cool. 17.
Okay. A 17's enough to maybe dad's told you or you've read it somewhere or just history wise about Hogwarts. It's definitely in a book that it's not a known one, it's not one taught to students. This one is something you're going to have to find, and it's definitely probably in the restricted section of the library.
Okay.
The 17, you don't really know the title of the book, uh, but you know it's there somewhere. The 17's enough to know this potion definitely takes a long time to brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. I think he's pretty pleased with himself for now.
Yeah.
I think that's it. At least for now.
And what would you be using it for? Is there anything in the back of your head?
Well,
Something I can plan for later?
it's yes. I mean, Okay, Alonso thinks he's really, really clever. Sometimes he might
Mhm.
not think it through, but he
Yep.
feels like it might be helpful when it comes to doing research that he's been entrusted by his father, but do it
Mm.
like incognito, trying to
Gotcha.
remain anonymous
Okay.
or get into places that he's not meant to be. Like he's just
Yep.
trying to see if he's got ways to like bypass like
Gotcha.
certain areas he's not meant to be in by looking like someone that is meant to be there. He's
Understood.
infiltrating, basically. He's infiltrating. He's trying to use that potion knowledge to his advantage.
Gotcha.
Well, trying is the key word, yeah.
Trying. Yep. All right.
Hope that makes sense.
Yeah. You'd probably know from even being with maybe dad or something, but this is almost like a 3-week brew.
Alright.
So it's something you need to basically keep track of all the time and have somewhere uninterrupted to brew it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Probably
and
not
after
the
all that,
haunted
I
girl's
think
Probably not.
but I want to say hi to Myrtle. Oh,
No,
well,
you don't.
he doesn't know.
Well,
Lies.
you already know that bathroom has been turned into the entrance to
Yeah, we've been in there.
yeah, you've been there.
Oh,
All right.
well.
If I had my points,
Don't want to repeat what's been done.
Yeah, but you do know how to get into the room of requirement, so that's probably your best bet.
Okay, he just walks in, he's just like making apologies for it. It's like
Okay. I don't know what that is. I suck at potions class.
This is true.
Alright, so after being a nerd and studying and plotting, he's
Mhm.
going to take some time, if he can, depends how much time he has, he would like to do some Quidditch practice, or Quidditch theory, whatever he can do, because he can't
Oh,
get left
okay.
behind.
Yeah, let me take a look at Slytherin to see if you actually had flying that day.
Ooh.
Where is your...
Slytherins, what is it, Monday?
Yeah.
No, we don't have flying until Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
I know a few people
Okay.
do. I think it might have been the Hufflepuffs on Monday.
I only track my schedule.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the Hufflepuffs and I think Ravenclaws have
No one
flying
else
on
matters.
Mondays.
Why would we track their schedule?
You good.
Yeah, Hufflepuff and
That's okay.
Ravenclaw have it technically right after herbology after break. So,
Okay. Then I think
speaking of...
it'll be theory then. Quidditch
Okay,
theory.
perfect.
Then.
All right.
And then
that
he'll do
works.
flying Wednesday. That's fine. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Gideon, you
Yes.
just pulled your arm out of a Venus flytrap of sorts, and the rest of your day is yours. What would you like to do? Like, you still technically have classes and all that, so you are currently on break. Then you have defense against the dark arts. So what we're going to be learning today when we hit Tuesday, this is what you're going to have already
Okay.
learned, but I'm going to have you part of it.
Yeah.
History, magic, and then back to herbology. So you could technically go visit
Which
your...
we can skip the second herbology because we've already gone to the first one, right?
You've already done 2 hours, yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know. First day back at school.
Yep.
I already went and saw the babies.
Yes.
I think I will I think I'll go find Bunty.
Okay. Where would you look for her? Would you go to the Care Magical Creatures class or like the area? I'll put you on the map.
Well, the barn is
The barns?
the animal house.
Yep.
Right?
So right here, you would know the Beast's classroom. She does sometimes teach there with Hagrid. So she could be a few places.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go check out the Beast's classroom. Because if she's not there, maybe there's a class in session and I can look at some animals.
Ah. All right.
This is gonna be what's happening.
You've never been to the Beast's classroom. So, you currently are...
I would have passed it a number of times to get to the flying wall, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I don't think I actually have a map for the Beast classroom because that's not till 3rd year.
See what I want?
I know. Yeah, I don't think I have a map for that place. Maps.
Go,
Nope,
Gideon.
no maps for that place yet. That's fun.
I do what
Okay.
I want.
Do what I want.
All right. Well, you're eventually find the Beast's classroom. The Beast classroom is it's one of those classrooms where it's partly inside, partly outside. So it's got like a small little area, almost like it's not like an actual barn, but it has like an open concept. That's what I'll say. So it is a place for people to go like underneath and still do practical book work. But it is pretty much like wide open and has like a little, almost like a petting zoo. It's a little different than just going to Hagrid's. So it's got a bigger fenced in area. It's not really as intricate as the barn. And currently, let's see who's in there today. Roll me a d4.
You got it. 4.
A 4. Oh, okay. 4. Today, it is actually Professor Bunty and Luna in there currently. And they are, well, you can see them. But everyone else is having a hard time seeing what Luna's petting.
Thestrals!
Yes.
Thestrals!
So there's currently 3 Thestrals outside. And it only looks like maybe a couple of the students, like you'd be interrupting probably a 5th year class at this time.
I try to sneak in.
There's at least
I do.
There's at least 2 students out of the 30 that are here, maybe 40, trying to see what the other 2 are currently petting. Can I have a stealth roll, please?
No.
Because I did not see this coming.
It's my worst
And I should
skill. Alright. See, here's the problem. Even using my portent wouldn't be very good. So I'm just
Probably
gonna
not.
roll and see what happens. Come on. Nat 20. Let me pet the Thestral. No, it's not that bad. It's 12. That's really good for me.
It's good for you, but
It's really good for me.
5th year students are like level 10.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like clearly like on one of the benches trying to like scooch in.
Yeah. But on a good note,
3 feet shorter than everyone. Yeah.
On a good note, I rolled a 2 and a 7 for Luna and Professor Bunty.
Yeah.
So students see you come through, but the professors do not. What do you want to do?
Just scooch in.
You're just gonna scooch in?
Are we? Is this? Are we on the field? Like,
yeah, you're outside
is this
right now.
something where
So you would have
yeah.
walked through like an actual class, and then there'd be like a big open like massive double door barn just like open up into like a little outdoor area. You do see a whole bunch of other things in the classroom. Like just little puffkins, like pretty much everything that you'd normally see inside the barn. Some of them are also inside the classroom, just wandering around. And you definitely just like see a couple students go, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
I'm learning. Pull out my notebook. I just start taking notes on what the professors are saying. But like, are they like inviting people to like try and pet the Thestrals, or is this just a demonstration of like, here's what they are? Like, what is?
This is like you'd be able to tell this is a first introductory.
Okay.
To the Thestrals for this group.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I, just for my own curiosity, like, can I make an insight check or something, or perception to see who here can see them like I can. So
Okay.
most people can't, but some people are able to, right?
Yes. All right. Give me a quick. What's your passive perception? Again.
20.
Okay, 20. Out of all the students, you're seeing maybe 2. Being able to see a Thestral is rare.
Yeah.
Like you need something traumatic to happen in your life in order for that to happen.
I'm aware, thank you. I can see that.
Can
I
you
know.
remind the student, like remind the people watching and listening how you can see them and why you can see them?
No, because I don't
No?
remember. We just said that I could. Let's see.
I remember.
Because I said so, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yay, Amelia. Can you roll me an initiative, please, for
Yes.
Amelia? Thank you. And Pete, if you're listening, I think we need to fix Twitch because we
Yeah,
got our
I
extra
apologized in Twitch chat. It's like, sorry, Pete.
play. Sorry, not sorry.
Do you want to tell the class? Because I actually don't remember.
You don't remember falling off a dragon?
Oh, that I
Almost
do remember.
dying?
I couldn't remember if that was the reason we decided.
Yes,
But yes,
that was our reason.
I may have snuck out of the house at one point and maybe took a ride on a dragon that I wasn't supposed to, and then maybe fell off and plummeted to the ground. But it's okay. Everything's okay.
Landed hard and almost died that day.
I mean, I cushioned it with my body and my magic a little bit.
A little bit. This was
Just
how
enough.
This is like
Just
how
enough
Gideon
for my powers
first.
to manifest, yeah.
Yes, this is how Gideon first found magic by saving her own life.
Barely.
Mhm. Barely, but enough
But
to be able to.
I did hit the ground.
Mm-hmm. Enough to be able to see Thestrals from then on.
Yeah. Oopsie. It's fine.
I'm
I'm okay.
It's fine. I'm okay. Nothing bad happened out of it.
No.
Nothing's gonna go
it's
wrong
fine.
ever. Nope.
Now I can see the death horses.
Yeah. So definitely you
yeah.
see Luna like mount one of them. Almost like as if she is this is a horse almost. But a lot of the other students just see her on something and they don't have a clue. A lot of the students here are just going, I don't see it. This is a couple of them are going, just go, yeah, it's right there. And the like pretty much at some point, most of the students are going to stop talking and look at Gideon. Because you're short. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here.
Why are you here? Sorry. I wanted to see the death horses. Which I can. So shh. I'm learning.
This is 5th year. You're 1st year.
I'm just a really short 5th year.
No.
Maybe. You don't know.
Professor, we have a 1st year here.
Simplify.
I can't cast friends on everyone in the room.
1st year. Who is it? Come here, show yourself.
I am showing myself. I'm just shorter than them.
Gideon.
I wanted to see the horses.
They're not horses, dear.
The Thestrals, I can see. I know, but they're like death horses and they're cute.
You can. You would. Right. What can I help you with, Gideon? We're kind of having a laugh. You shouldn't be here.
I'm taking notes.
Out.
Okay, fine.
Out.
Screw you.
Couple more years.
I want to pet one.
Then go to the barn.
Ooh, I go to the barn.
Okay.
That's permission, all right? I'm going to the barn to pet a Thestral.
Yeah, you would know there's a few of them prancing around there. Like they have their own little pen that is empty to everyone but maybe 10 people in this entire school. There's not many people who can see these. Perfect. And Amelia got a 5. Oh my god, guys, come on. Not just the only good roller today.
Amelia was sleeping very, very good.
7, 6, 5. Amazing. With a nat 1, Chester still did better.
Yes,
Wow.
Amazing.
that's something. All right. So we know what Alonzo and Gideon's doing. Let's move on to Chester. What's the
Yay.
remainder of your day like?
Well, if Chester has flying class later,
Yep.
then he will ask when they're going to learn to turn and stop real quick. Say, like hitting a ball with the back of their broom, or not hitting a wall, or even the Ronsky fame. He will, now that everybody is back, be looking to pay attention to Molly Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
See if he can learn more about them, since he suspects they made him the beanie. So if there's opportunity to be nearby or hear people talking about the Weasleys, then he'll maybe choose a seat closer or shift his way in the common room.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing whatever he's doing otherwise. And of course, spending more time researching Quidditch, crunching numbers, trying to figure out what needs to be done and how he can improve his pre-game ritual before the next big game. And probably start to speak to young Fu more
Okay.
about the team, its history, or whatever he can learn that way,
Ah, okay.
or the team as a whole. Not necessarily, but
Okay.
mostly the captain and his new mentor and D&D friend.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. What would you do first? You would know that Molly Weasley is a Ravenclaw. Um, so you would probably see her at lunch and dinner. That would be your easiest time to get closer to her.
No Weasley and Hufflepuff.
You do have Dominique Weasley as a Hufflepuff, yes.
Yeah, so probably just around them and still sticking around Gideon in classes and as the group, just to pick up what they can about the Weasleys.
Okay.
I don't even remember what year is
Dom is fifth
Molly
year.
in. What year is
Oh,
Molly in?
Molly's sixth year.
6th year.
Yep. I'll take a
Okay.
quick history roll to see if you've figured out who her parents are.
Unless Gideon has mentioned it since Christmas, you wouldn't have a clue. There's way too many Weasleys.
There's a lot of Weasleys, but you've
Yeah.
been in there a fair bit. You might have been able to pick up a few things. I'll have
I
you
don't
roll at
even
disadvantage.
I don't even know if he knows who Gideon's parents are.
I don't think Gideon talks about home other than you'd probably know more dragon names than anything
Yeah,
from Gideon.
they might have been half shade of an egg at this point. Where's history on here? There it is.
But you've had time at school. You've had at least
I've mentioned the important
It's
things.
another nat
Yeah.
one for a 4.
another nat one. Okay, beautiful.
Bell.
Nope. There's
Which
Weasleys.
dice?
The
Whether or
dice
not
agree
you know
with
what
me.
they look like. There's 7
Belvedere
here.
just assumes that if you have red hair, you're a Weasley.
I know
Yes,
there's a
that's-
Molly Weasley. I don't even know which one it is at this point. Maybe he's
Nope.
figured out it's a Ravenclaw, in which case he's even more confused as to how they got a present at the bottom of his bed. But
Mhm.
it's the only MW he knows. So, yeah,
Okay.
I guess in addition to Gideon, perhaps if he has reason to be more bold and approach Ava, then and
Mhm.
um, wow, uh, it says Annie, and I don't remember.
Amelia.
Amelia.
Oh, I
that's
haven't
the
fixed
one.
it. Sorry.
Nope, that's okay. I should know
I'm
these things
not
by
fully
now. We've
awake.
been
I'm still
playing
working on
for
my
how
coffee.
many months? um yeah, so just kind of if there's being less shy about being with Ravenclaw or
Gotcha.
not, his classmates or
Yeah.
his housemates, I guess.
You would definitely know Dom. Hangs around the common room quite a lot. She does a lot of the strategizing for the Hufflepuff with Yosh there. So you would
There
have
you
definitely
go. There's
seen
the
Dom.
buy-in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So more time with the Quidditch members.
Yeah.
Just seeing if he can figure out more about who they are and why, and possibly opportunity to pay them back
Mhm.
somehow.
Okay. Is there anything you want to specifically go over with Yosh? Because you would definitely at some point have time to find Yosh throughout the entire day.
We have been spending more and more time together.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a quick insight check
Okay.
here. Give myself disadvantage, see if I can do another nat one.
Oh,
This
and
time,
sorry, for Gideon,
Ah.
you would have had Dom there looking at you.
Oh.
She would have been
I
there
wave.
today. Yeah, as a fifth year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. I think at this point he probably knows that Willa
Mm-hmm.
was a Quidditch player.
Yep.
So he might start to probe about them
Okay.
and their death as well. Because I think Willa was a Hufflepuff as well,
Yep.
if I remember it.
Yep.
So he'll start to probe that a little bit, try and figure out more who she was outside of what he's been able to translate from the book,
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's any way he can convince himself to maybe start to do more with these vials of memories that he's stumbled upon.
Yep. He probably wouldn't. Let me see if he knows the name. Doesn't know the name. He would tell you to find Madame Hooch. She would probably know. She is quite the Quidditch history. Like she knows Quidditch history about everyone at the school. So if anyone knows more about her, it'd be your teacher, your flying teacher.
Yeah, so if he's talked to Yosh about that,
Mm-hmm.
who's the Hufflepuff seeker currently?
Hufflepuff Seeker is Yosh.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so he'd
Yep.
have that in with him, and then that would be his reason to bring it up in flying class as well. So just subtle probing without
Mm-hmm.
himself buying into everything yet, but
Yep.
just to get it's itching at him,
Mm-hmm.
the possibilities of magic and using these vials. He's not there yet, but he's
Okay.
probing
Have you
and
talked to
building.
anyone about the vials or shown them to anybody? No. Okay, I didn't
Nope,
think so.
just trying to
All right.
get more information about
Okay.
her death and cool Quidditch moves and what might be so important that memories are locked away, or how
Gotcha.
that all works eventually.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I'll come up with some fun. Amelia. So we finished last session. You weren't here for it, but you learned a few fun things about a plant. You learned, well, I'll let you read the recap at some point. That'll go through most of it, or you can watch it. You just finished herbology class. You have the remainder of the day to do whatever you want to do other than regular classes. The last thing you saw was Gideon pulling her arm out of a Venus flytrap that was trying to eat her.
We're besties now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're still on Monday. It's your first day back to back to school after the holidays. So what would you like to do for the remainder of Monday before we get into Tuesday?
That's a good question.
Hmm?
Hanging out in the library
Mhm.
because that's what Ravenclaws do,
Yep.
and I think she's still dead set, pun intended,
Mhm.
on figuring out more about Peeves.
Okay.
So she's trying to find anything that mentions Peeves because
Okay.
she wants to help Peeves.
Okay. I'll take an investigation roll, please. And is there anyone you're going to talk to or ask, or are you doing this on your own?
She would probably talk to Ava about it
Mm-hmm.
since they're in the same dorm and everything.
Yep.
I think that'd pretty much be it.
Right. So yeah, I will.
Oh,
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's a good start for today. Rolling better than the rest of them. All right.
Hey.
It's not gonna happen again.
Oi.
Well, you've rolled one good roll for Alonzo. That was initiative.
Mhm.
All right.
17's not bad. I'm getting shamed
17's
here.
not terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, you rolled a 21, so you've been top so far. All right. So Ava, I don't think would really know much more about Peeves. Personally, I know her backstory. She'd probably know just about as much as anyone knows about him. Um, and you've pretty much all learned the same thing, that something's up with him, and he's just hiding. You did see him in the Forbidden Forest. It kind of looks like he's just hanging around, but still doesn't feel like talking to anyone. You really haven't seen him since then. You haven't heard about anyone seeing him since then. But if you're looking for information about him, the 21 is enough at some point in the library. What type of book would you look for? Like history on Peeves himself, or like, are you looking for maybe like someone's diary on every time they've seen him, or anything major? You would also know that you do have Helena Ravenclaw you could find and ask, the Ravenclaw ghost. She's been hanging around a lot more. Someone who's old enough to have been with him since the beginning. You would
She
probably
would look
figure
for
out.
anything that mentions his name. So
Okay.
she's spending a hot minute in the library just looking, seeing if a book looks like it would have information, and then skimming and looking for the word Peeves.
Okay. Your best bet would probably be hmm, like almost your like a history book more than anything, a history of Hogwarts.
Okay.
Um, Honestly, your history of Hogwarts probably has a little bit more information about it, about Peeves. So at
Because,
some point, you
like,
probably
from
look
what
at your.
she's been told, he used to be
Mhm.
everywhere all the time.
Yep.
And it's not like him to not be everywhere all
Nope.
the time, causing trouble.
Correct.
And she wants to find out why.
Okay. You do know you'd be able to tell that he's hiding for a reason, but I can't remember if you figured out why. You haven't figured
Mm-mm.
out why yet.
I don't think so.
Um, okay. I'll say you eventually find with a 21. That's pretty good. Um, you eventually come across a book from like, I'd say 1800s. It's going to be pretty much in like pretty much the history section of the library at some point, where you've been pretty much almost where Ava found her last book that was
Okay.
thrown on top of the shelf, in and
Mhm.
around that same general location. Almost in the restricted section, but not there. It's like it could be close to the gate. This book pretty much tells tales of all his pranks. So this is like someone's journal on everything they witnessed him do at school. He doesn't talk a lot. He does help people from time to time in this book. He almost like has his favorite students. And from time to time, he likes to help them, mostly with pranks or against other students that he doesn't like. The majority of them are Slytherins.
True.
It's true though. There's also tales in the book of conversations with Peeves, and he detests pretty much all four original Hogwarts creators. So all all the houses that they're named after, Godric, Gryffindor, and all them, he detests them personally.
I wonder if it's
Almost
because
like he has
his
a grudge.
house was here, and then they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna put this big old castle here."
Mm-hmm.
I think when she finds that, she's going to try and seek out you said Helena, right?
Yeah.
And then see if she knows about when his um
It'd
routine
be her
changed.
mother, but yeah. Mhm. Okay. I'll take another investigation to see if you can find her.
Don't let me down. That's okay. I thought I saw a different number. These dice are hard to read sometime. 19.
I'm rolling horrible, so at some point, yeah, you find her in your good old common room. Probably late in the evening. This would be after dinner, like close to bedtime. She has been flitting and hovering around the Ravenclaw common room for some reason lately. She's talking to people more than she used to. You also would know by now that Sir Nicholas is not currently at school. They are the only two that usually talk to each other, so maybe because Sir Nick's gone, she is here. Just talking to other people instead of him.
Sorry, I'm writing notes.
You're good.
Okay, so when she sees her, she's gonna go up and be like, "Can I ask you a question?"
Oh, sorry. Hi. Um, if you like. Yes?
So this is gonna sound silly. I worry about Peeps.
You would be the first.
I don't think he's acting like himself. And I was wondering how long it's been since he's been not acting like Peeps.
Oh, his disappearance and all that? This is a first. We've been enjoying it. Aren't you enjoying it? Well, your first year, so you really haven't had time to enjoy all the nasty things he has done in his life. Angry little poltergeist, that one. What specifically are you looking for?
Roughly a time frame of when he started disappearing, not doing pranks, and if she can figure out a timeline of when it started, then maybe she can figure out why.
Oh, um, interesting. I don't think anyone would care why. Most people are happy. Most of the older students are definitely happy. Um, his causes more problems than anything. Hmm. Well, they don't really talk to him. Never have. More important people to talk to, and can I have a persuasion roll, please?
Maybe. Oh, 13.
Okay. Well, he always enjoys mischief. So if he's not doing mischief, there's got to be a reason. I know he's never really talked about a lot of his life. The only thing I remember anything about his past life coming out of him is this village where he grew up.
Do you know where it is? Or did he ever say?
Avalant is the village. I don't think it exists anymore. I'll type that up for you. But being a lovely Ravenclaw student, I'm sure you can research.
I like researching.
But yeah, peace has not really been anything on my mind at all.
Oh, I only got one letter wrong. That's awesome.
So yeah, I don't know. I will keep an eye out for him and maybe ask him when I see him. When's the last time you seen him?
I saw him, I think, going into
Before
the
Christmas.
forest before
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh no, sorry.
sometime.
You stayed at Hogwarts, so you didn't go
Yeah.
home. So this was around Christmas, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Or
It's
just
been a
before,
while
in and
since
around
I've
there.
been here.
Yeah. I think it was just before Christmas, right before everyone left. Oh. That'll be the first time he's left the castle. So maybe he's exploring.
He's not prone to exploring?
Yeah. Only the mysteries that Hogwarts still has. There's lots of them.
I mean, it's a big, very old castle, I'm sure. There's tons.
Yes.
Totally not interested in the mysteries.
Well, there is one that I give to Ravenclaws from time to time to solve. Nobody ever has yet.
What is it?
That time will come soon. I usually do it in March.
Ooh, okay.
If you talk to the older students, they will let you know, but I think I'll save that for later. Anyway, have fun.
Thank you for a little bit. I'm gonna go read on his home village at
She's
some
already gone
point.
through the floor.
Yep. She's gonna have to learn to start talking fast whenever go say, okay, bye.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Alonzo. Anything else you want to do for the remainder of the day? Anyone you want to talk to before we go to Tuesday for you?
No, I think he's
Okay.
good. A
Yeah.
lot of reading to do. British versions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything specific
I'm
about
not sure.
Quidditch?
Would he? Well, he's seeking to basically take his father's, like, follow in his father's footsteps, basically. So he would like to probably study up on that. Because he wants to be ready when they do trials. He wants
Yep.
to secure a spot. So yeah, probably just studying on how to obtain the same position. I believe he was he a seeker as well? Am I tripping? Or was he chaser? He's a chaser.
Daddy was a chaser.
He's a chaser. He's a chaser. Yeah. So he would be trying to read up on that. I'm sure his father's probably not sure if he's probably taught him anything, but maybe he's mentioned like a few things here and there, little tips.
Okay.
If he's shown interest before. So I think that he'll be doing that. And then
would
you'll be
you
putting
talk
that theory
to?
into practice.
Okay.
But, yeah,
Would you talk to the 3 chasers on the Slytherin team at all?
Sure. I think he could try.
If you want, it's up to you. You have a 3rd year, 4th year, and a 7th year as your chasers. William Bridges, Brian the Bludger Bridges, and Alfonso Fernando. I don't know why I named him that, but I did.
Fernando.
Alfonso Fernando. Yeah.
Oh, it's almost my name. So you'll go with that. We'll go with Alfonso.
He's also the 7th year, so he'd be the spot you'd probably take over for. That's why I put a 7th year in almost everything. There's a reason. So if you want to
So
talk
yeah,
to
he
him,
will
put it up.
approach him if he can. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point you'd see him definitely in the common room. Or at dinner, because you would have seen him. He's done a couple games, so I'm assuming you would know what they look like. I'll stick you in your Slytherin common room. Ooh,
All right.
I
Yeah,
don't
he'll
remember if I actually have a picture
wait
of
his
him.
chance to like approach whenever
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
available.
He's definitely available. You would notice that being 7th year, he's studying more than anything because he has owls and newts to do. So 7th years, like 6th and 7th year students right now, they're in crunch time. So it'd be hard to not find him somewhere studying or practicing.
Okay.
Yep. What would you like to ask?
Okay. So he will try his luck.
Mhm.
He will go over to him wherever he is, whether he's in the common room or
Mhm.
anywhere studying, and he'll come. He'll sit down. If he's like sitting down somewhere, and he's just gonna sit there, and he's
Mhm.
gonna wait for him to like. If he's busy, he's gonna wait for him to like acknowledge him. And if he doesn't acknowledge him within the first 5 minutes, he'll go.
Yes. What do you need? Come on, quickly.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I know you were busy with your owls and all that. My name's Alonso. So Beanie, he, like name drops, like right. If you don't know me,
Familiar, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I hear that you are an excellent chaser, and I was hoping if you have any tips for an aspiring chaser.
Oh, you don't want a signature. Oh, okay. You're looking for tips. Understood. Well,
Slytherins.
I didn't know that was on the table.
I can give you one. He's just like
He's not
gonna
used
go
to
through
this
a
guy being
bag
so
and
polite. Do you want an
an
autograph as
actual
well?
picture, and here you go.
Thanks.
And, well, so you want to be a chaser or a beater? Sorry, yeah, chaser.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
got to get a good broom.
Mhm.
Hold on tight. Um,
Mhm.
well, fun thing about being a chaser, you got to not care about the rest of the players or team. You have 2 other chasers, you're on your own. Doesn't matter. You have one job only. Ignore the rest of everybody else, do your job.
Okay. Write that down.
There's a team, but they're just there. Sometimes they get in your way. You gotta do what you gotta do. You're here to win. You have one job. What's that job?
Okay. To win.
No, what is that job? And how are you gonna win?
What? By being better than the other chasers.
Practice, practice, practice. Ignore everybody else. Do your job. Get that job done, and you're gonna win.
I think I know how to make sure I win. I mean, not sure of a friends, and I know you just said look after yourself, but I know someone that might be a beater, and I might try and get them into my inner circle, and then they can help me rise the ranks.
Good.
But yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
Practice and ignore everybody else and do your job.
Okay.
You can celebrate later. And to get that job done, you do whatever you need to.
Okay. I can do that.
Good. Enjoy. And he's just
eliminate competition at whatever cost.
Yep. He's already forgotten you. He's gone back to work.
You. Rude. He whispers as a say. Yeah, he will take that, and if Gideon's around, I think he'll mention the encounter. If Gideon's not around later.
At some point later.
I'll be around at some point, yeah.
Yep. Speaking of, nope, we are on. Sorry, we went from a long. Yes. We actually,
Yeah, it's Gideon after
it
me.
is Gideon.
It's still
Thank you.
me. It's still
It
me.
is still
yeah.
you. So yeah, Gideon,
It's still Gideon.
remainder of your day
Yes.
after you've been kicked down of a classroom.
I go pet the Thestrals in the barn.
Okay.
I go attempt to pet the Thestrals in the barn.
Yeah, you would also know that there's sometimes in the stables with the horses where Shaggy is, but yeah.
And then I actually remember that I need to go do something else. I'm gonna go grab Maddie.
Okay.
And drag her with me to the headmaster's office.
Why are we going there? Again?
Yeah, come on.
Why?
Up the stairs, up the stairs. I
I
trip
don't-
on the stairs. Okay.
Pick you up. What? Are you okay?
Huh? I do that, it's fine.
Why are we going here? How was your
What?
Christmas?
Oh, it's good.
Anything fun? Anything fun
Yeah.
happen? No. Mine
Oh.
was interesting.
It's good.
And look, brothers were there. Didn't think they were going to be there. They came.
Oh.
It was interesting.
Drama.
It was yes.
I paused for a second, like 1 foot up to listen to the drama. And then, okay, alright, we're gonna go. Just keep backing upstairs.
Weird stuff. They've been hearing things about what else has been going on, but we'll deal with that later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I got new pets, but we'll deal with that later.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Alright,
pictures.
later. Okay. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. Is there a new password? Do we know the password? I'll just knock. I knock.
The door's closed.
Yeah.
The eagle head on the front just pretty much goes, he's not in, but he'll be back shortly.
Okay, I'll wait.
Right. About 20 minutes later.
I'll look at the pictures of Maddie's new pets. That's what we'll do for the
yeah.
next 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, had she been here, I had pets for her, but we'll deal with that later. She pretty much got, they're kind of like dogs, but not dogs. They're kind of like a mix between a dog, a wolf, and something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, 7.
They're puppies currently.
Okay.
Her dad rescued them. So, she also has a few bit of news from Uncle's side. From Newt. But we'll deal with that later too. So yeah, at some point your good old headmaster will show up and go, students, it's Monday, it's your first day. What's up?
Hi, Headmaster David.
Gideon, Maddie, pleasure. What can I help you with?
You told us to come find you, after Christmas, so that we could maybe audit one of Hagrid's classes. It's after Christmas.
Right.
We've been really good all year.
Right.
I think he was hoping you'd forget about it.
I did forget about it. I found it in my notes when I was scrolling.
Brandon forgot about it too. Well,
Instead, we could audit a class after Christmas.
A promise is a promise. I will get in touch with Hagrid.
Yay!
How about I let you sit in when they do their final exam?
When is that?
I think it's going to be in about May, unless you were looking for something sooner.
And you said that we could audit a class, and then if we were really good at it, we could maybe do it again. So maybe we do like a test run, and then if we're really good at it, we can also do the thing in May.
Sure.
Yay!
I did promise. And you guys have been given a lot of tasks this year. Extra tasks.
I haven't even gotten detention one time. I don't remember if that's true.
Oh, I don't think you have, you guys, yet. No, you've been rolling quite well for a lot of your persuasion rolls and getting away with shit rolls.
Yay!
So, I know there's a lot of extracurricular stuff coming to you guys soon. There's definitely a reward because of that. Sure. I will talk to Hagrid and have him come find you.
Okay. Thanks, Headmaster Dibbit!
Gideon, Maddie, Good
Okay,
luck. Have fun.
bye. You just go squealing down the corridor.
Yes. Can I have as you guys are leaving, can I have a quick, what's your passive perception?
20.
Yeah, I thought you had a good one. Okay. You definitely, as you're leaving, hear him say, Phileas, no, sorry, Nigellus, why are you still here? You should be elsewhere. As you leave.
Does that name mean anything to us?
I'll take a history roll.
We'll make a history roll. 16?
I'll do one for Maddie. Now I'm rolling good. I haven't rolled over a 10 today, and I just finally got a 17. Definitely an old headmaster. Definitely semi-related to, well, a lot of people. He's definitely Harry's godfather's relative. Nigellus Black. Used to be headmaster. Whether or not why he's talking to him, you probably don't know that. But you definitely see one of his portraits as you were leaving, just sitting there, like normal.
Cool.
Yep.
After that, I will skip around squealing for a little bit, and then eventually go back to Thorns. Meet up with Alonzo. Tells me about the conversation. And then I'll pull out a couple of my Quidditch books that I got, and the new one I got for Christmas, and bring them downstairs and like set them up on the table. And if he wants, he can help start going through and looking up like specific like plays that involve like the beaters and the chasers doing specific like positions or moves or something. See if we can get some like edge up on the competition when we audition next year.
Okay, perfect. Since both of you are there, can I have your passive? Will probably catch most of it, but I'll still take a perception roll in the common room.
Ooh, I will use my inspiration
common room.
because that was bad. 15.
Okay, your passive would probably be good. 13 for hazard. You definitely see and hear. You'd have Albus and Scorpius in the common room with you. And they're in the middle of discussing something similar to what you guys are thinking. They are thinking of coming up with their own like weekend first year student practice Quidditch with permission. They're wondering if they can get full gear and do their own practice sessions because they're technically not playing, they're practicing.
And this is Albus.
Albus and Scorpius, yeah. They want to start their own Quidditch club for practicing, but they're not too sure if they should invite anyone or just do it themselves.
Yeah, if I hear that, I'll just kind of yell over. If I'm not the first person invited, I'm telling Grandma.
We should really not do this here. I know. I told you to do this in our room because no girls allowed, you remember? I told you that before. No girls allowed there. This is...
Just change the sign to no Gideons allowed.
I mean, it's...
yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not subtle, but it gets the point.
I scurry over.
They also go, she's sitting with him too. Ugh. Bring him!
Okay. Hi, Eliza.
This is why we do things. No, Albus just gonna look at you. Gideon? How would you like to practice together?
I would love to. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's just an honor to be nominated, but thank you.
Alonzo, I guess you're coming too. This is going to be fun for first years
If
who want
you
to
don't mind.
play together next year.
We're
This
really
is going to
good.
be. So are we. You should have been
Uh-huh.
there for Christmas. You would have learned how. Scorpius isn't as good as I am. Scorpius is just going to look at everybody and go, Dad wants me to try out. It's not really something I'm going to care about until later, but I'm still going to try and win.
Well, sure. It's also just good to practice against someone who's not as good as you, in preparation for the other teams.
Right. Oh, wonder how bad we're going to do if we have 4 first years next year. Well,
I think we're gonna be great.
yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna be great. You'll be there, but that's fine.
Oh, we're going to have to put on a little bit more muscle. Okay. What are you guys trying
Not me.
out
I just flex, and it's like really weird for this 11-year-old to be like
Yeah.
just a little bit too buff.
for? Right. Oh, yeah, from where you are. Alonzo, yeah, you're okay. What are you guys trying out for?
Alonso's just transfixed by the flex. Like he expects to see nothing, but it's actually a little bit of
No,
muscle.
it's
It's
like this.
Yeah.
Who are you?
What are you guys trying out for?
Peter. I like hitting things.
Hey, sir.
Oh, keeper seeker. Reset.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a whole team of
Sounds
first years
curiosity.
and then like one upperclassman.
This is going to be interesting for tryouts. Okay. Well,
Okay, so that's good though, because here's what we need to do, right? The
undermine the rest of them
Yes,
by next year.
exactly.
Yes.
We
yes.
need to go in already as a unit, so we make them look worse as individuals.
I
Yeah.
don't really want to bring anyone
Just
else
all
into
the
this.
No,
coordination.
Nope,
just the
just us
4
four?
of us. Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's right. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Win at
Well,
any cost.
we're going to need a time and place, and, well, someone's going to have to talk to Madam Hooch to see if, well, we can get gear. I can get gear from Dad. I can see if I can get Dad's old gear sent here. Or can you talk to Ron? Maybe he's got some stuff for we can have.
We shouldn't touch anything of Uncle Ron's, because it's probably all like well used, right?
I don't mind well used.
Yeah,
Well,
but like well used by Ron. So
I
it's
know.
probably
Like
broken.
our main problem is we're gonna have to try and get brooms for this. That's our problem. So as long as Madam Hooch says okay, we do have extracurricular flying classes. Maybe we can see if she'll let us practice.
So I don't know if anyone else is, but we've been doing extra flying on Sundays, so I can ask her then if or we could all ask her.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to do this around anybody else. I don't want to have them
Yeah.
watch us. So I don't know if we're going to be allowed to go to the pitch. Maybe we can figure out where it's to go.
Well, I look at Alonzo. There's another option, right?
The room's not that big. It would work.
It housed how many students back in the day?
Like,
It's not tall. That's our problem. We can't go quick. We can't go far. We could,
But
we could still.
If it gives you what you require, then it might give us the gear on its own,
Ooh,
right?
now you're thinking. Maybe
I'm
it
always
gives brooms, too.
thinking. Yeah, maybe. I
That
don't know
gives
if we
brooms.
can do like.
Let's try it. Let's go now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Now. Yep. Nope. Now. So you guys go to the room.
Alonso just wished us to. Because I think I underestimated you. Or maybe it's just you have a good mind for Quidditch. I don't know, but I like it.
It could be both. We'll never know.
Perfect. Chester, what's the remainder of your day?
That's it. Everything I gave you.
Pretty much the
Well, it's
same?
on my
Okay.
list. Yep.
All right. Would you go talk to Madam Hooch today about anything?
Just what he brought up at flying class. That was it.
Okay. She would definitely know a little bit more about Willa. Is there anything specific you would like to know?
Nope. Just about the brood flying for now.
Okay.
Maybe about he might ask if it's true that She died during a game as reasoning
Oh,
for them
yes.
needing to learn that move right away or how to stop her turn quickly.
Well, there's been many students who've accidentally perished during Quidditch. It is, well, as you know, a very quick sport. It does happen. Safety's there for a reason, but it happens. Willow was quite bright, from what I have been told. I never was here at the time. I'm pretty sure her family line still exists. She did have family. Um, they're part of the Pruitt family. There's a couple Pruitts here at school. Maybe you could find them and talk to them.
But we should learn it, right? How to stop quickly.
Definitely. That is your first. Yeah, let's practice that. Good idea. Hop on. We haven't gone full speed before. Try not to go full speed this time. So your brooms that eventually you guys are going to have, they're going to go 150 feet every 6 seconds, depending on the broom. That's going to be the starting speed for these. These are quicker than the broom of flying. So these will hit close to 200 kilometers an hour. So learning how to stop usually takes sometimes 5 to 10 feet, depending on how quick you are. Some of the older, crappier brooms are 20 feet to stop. So it all depends on what type of broom you eventually can get. I do have in the works about 10 different brooms that you guys are going to be able to purchase at some point, unless you are gifted one or have family that are going to give you one of their old ones. It's been 19 years since the last Firebolt was made, so there's a couple new varieties of a lot of brooms. There is a regulation on brooms on which ones you can actually bring for Quidditch for school purposes. You can't have one of the ones they use for actual the teams. Yeah, so these are like more regulated and cut off at a certain speed for school because of your age and all that fun stuff. But most of them will be in around 150 to 200 feet every 6 seconds. So these are going to go quick. But yeah, can I have a good old athletics and acrobatics roll, please?
So Chester's gonna do a couple of easy ones.
Uh-huh.
And then if it takes about 10 feet to stop at full tilt and those go
Mm-hmm.
well, he's gonna go for it. But instead of giving himself the 10 feet, he's gonna aim for about 20 feet.
Right. She's gonna only allow you to be about 10 feet off the ground. So she just wants you to go straight 10 feet off the ground and then stop.
That's fine.
Just so
She's busy with the class. He'll find a way, maybe.
your acrobat. Okay, those are good rolls. So your first two rolls.
So there's two of each.
Yep. All right. So first one, how fast do you think you'd go the first time? That's
Well,
probably
the
why
first
the
couple,
force there.
he's gonna just
Yeah.
take it easy and see
Take it easy.
if he
Okay.
can do it. It won't be full speed. It'll just be to
Yeah.
see how quickly he can stop.
Beautiful. With those rolls, how do you think the second one went? I'll let you describe it. You stay on, but you have a hard time staying on with that 4
Yeah.
athletics.
For the first one, yeah, he'd be nervous.
Mhm.
I don't. Acrobatics is balance.
Yeah.
Athletics is what? To
Athletics
stop?
is to hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Athletics is to hold on. Acrobatics is to make sure you stay on and how well you do movement wise.
Yeah, so he kind of does the thing where when you're on like a bike and you handbrake kind of on the front and almost flip over and probably tumbles from his 10 feet above and just barely manages to hang on with his acrobatics. So learning from that, he does a little faster, a little harder of a grind first stop. Works out pretty good. He has been traditionally well at flying, I think. So if opportunity comes up, then he will attempt to gain some air and do a free dive.
Perfect. She would definitely let you know that during the weekend practice, because it's winter, it's not the best air to go out to like the Quidditch pitch, so you're still staying around the school for the most part. But she's going to start including a few Quidditch moves in your flying lessons on the weekend if you go to extracurricular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume a 12 isn't enough to get too much air, so I guess I'll have to
No.
suck it up and
Yeah.
just do
You're definitely
something
not the
from
only one trying
wherever
this.
he was told to
Yeah.
not, which probably is good because that wouldn't have worked out well.
Perfect. All right.
So he knows enough now that it's fairly different going straight and trying to stop than going down and trying to stop.
Yes, a little easier. It also depends on the wind. Got to factor all that in. Wind, weather. Perfect. She would also at some point let you know that during longer sessions when you are actually on a team, the outfits that you are given are enchanted to keep you warm and semi-dry, so you don't get hypothermia the higher you go up. Perfect. All right. Amelia, anything else for the remainder of the day for you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
My brain's still trying to wake up.
Okay. But at least you have something on the works now.
Yes.
Okay. Pete, we're not gonna go for a break, just to let you know. We're stopping at 2 hours, so we got a half hour to go. Okay. So Monday comes.
Wait, what did the room of requirement give us?
I was just
Oh,
about
okay.
to do that for you. The rumor requirement would definitely give you what you require. I can't find anything online saying it wouldn't give you brooms.
I mean, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, it gave Harry a broom.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. So yeah, you have like a not full-size Quidditch pitch, but a mini-size Quidditch pitch in there with gear for 4 of you.
Okay, so what? We should set up a specific like day and time to practice, so that we all come here and we know when to do it. So Sundays we'll do our regular ones with Madame Hooves, right? Or whoever's in there. And then
Yeah.
when do you guys wanna? I'd say not Sundays or Wednesdays because we already have Quidditch on Wednesday or flying class on Wednesday. So it's better to spread it out so you don't get like stiff and stuff from the broom. I heard.
Well, I'd rather not do this on a full stomach. So Saturday mornings,
Well, we could
either
do it.
before.
I think that works.
We have um
Like we don't
what,
mind
like
skipping
two
a
and a
few of
half
our.
hours of free time before dinner every day.
True.
So we could do it on one of the days.
Would
Thursdays
Saturday
are
work?
really boring. Can we do it Thursdays? Because I have history of
Thursdays are
we have
boring.
history of magic
I like that
and
class.
charm. It's boring.
Well, anyway,
Yeah, she's right.
Because if we all
because
disappear on Saturday mornings consistently, it's
oh
gonna get
yes.
looked at. Thursdays, no one's gonna care. Like during the week, we might just be studying or in our dorms.
Maybe
But
asleep
Saturdays
from
or
History of
sleep,
Magic.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you guys come here first, set up, and then we'll be like 10 minutes behind you.
For Thursdays, for free time.
Thursdays. Yes.
Thursdays free time. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Got it.
Don't speak a word of this, please. And if this place is occupied, just wait outside maybe and let's try not to be seen.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not great at the sneaking,
Fine,
but
we
I'm
know.
pretty good at lying,
We both
so I
know.
don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay.
Plus, Alonzo and I have been here before, so it won't really look suspicious if we come back.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's set. All right. We're not speaking this again until Thursday.
I spit on my hand.
Alonso, go.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's
Alonso
cleaner
gets, like,
than
a
a blood
handkerchief and,
pact.
like, wraps
That's
his,
close
wraps his hand
enough.
around and
Okay.
shakes her hand quick. Yeah.
Yay.
Right. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone else.
Bye.
I know you.
Okay.
Soon there's going to be 30 of you here.
No.
All first years, minus the Gryffindors.
Look, half of our friends don't even like Quidditch, so it's fine.
Yeah, this is technically true. Yep. Yeah, there's only one more of you that I don't even know if Maddie's really a Quidditch fan. Don't think so. She'd join in just to join in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's less incentive to invite anyone if they don't care anyway, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
That's all I got today.
Okay, perfect. That works. We have a hydrate redeemed.
Ooh.
So everyone, hydrate.
You got it.
Coffee is water, right?
Coffee is water.
Okay, it says hydrate. It does not say water. I would have refused.
True.
We're fine. Coffee, soda.
I have coffee, water, and cough syrup. So I'm set.
Cough syrup is your third drink.
Yep. Currently, lately, yes. Yes, it is definitely my third drink lately.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Monday comes and goes, and you guys have a lovely first day back to school, learning a whole bunch of stuff. Come Tuesday, you guys are all having a Defense Against the Dark Arts class. So I'm going to move you guys over to that classroom. But to find it. Now, technically, our Slytherins learned this yesterday on Monday, so this would have been part of your training. But I have you all here anyway, just so we have more people rolling. For your class today, good old Professor Susan Bones is going to look at everybody and say, well, recent events have once again made me decide to teach you all a few fun things. Today is going to be a combat lesson with the training dummies.
No.
You're going to be learning 3 new things today. We're going to be doing a shield chime. We're going to be doing a fun knockback jinx and a smoke screen spell. So today you are learning shield. You are learning pretty much a simpler single target version of Thunderwave. Instead of an AoE, this is a single target Thunderwave. And you're going to be learning Fog Cloud for 5e. So you're going to be learning Protego, Flipendo, and Fumos.
Dope.
So the shield is a little different than the regular shield spell. This is a channel. You can have it up for 10 minutes. So you could be able to, this is a concentration shield spell that will give you a +5 to your AC as long as you're concentrating. You can't do anything while you're holding it. You can't do reactions, bonus actions. This is the only thing you can currently do if you decide to concentrate on it. You can still do the quick, easy 6-second one for 5 seconds. Sorry, for 5 AC. or you can hold it. So if you're getting like bombarded by a bunch of stuff, the shield spell is going to be able to keep your AC up full time. You can also change the direction of it so it's wherever you want it to be. So you can basically go behind you, in front of you, you can move it around. It's always going to be a centered front, like almost cone on you that you can move around. So it's not going to be multi-directional. So it's only going to be wherever you're currently looking. So she's going to ask you all to open up your textbooks, otherwise Google, and ask for you all to give her a brief history on the Protego, the shield charm. So whoever finds it first, put up your hand.
Got it.
Gideon.
So it's a shield charm, and
Mhm.
it's supposed to protect you with like an invisible shield that reflects spells and stuff, and sometimes even physical attacks. But there's like a bunch of different versions of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, today we're going to be learning the simplest version because you're first year. There are a few more ones that you can do, like if you have multiple people, you can do it as a group, protect a wider version of it. We currently have something similar to this. Yes, hi, again.
I remembered something.
Okay.
A lot of people used to not know how to do it, and so my uncles, they made a bunch of like clothing and stuff that had the charm in it, and so they didn't need to know how to cast it. It would just be on them. They had like hats and gloves and cloaks with it on it.
They do. I have been told about that, and we still have some of them here. A lot of them are used from now and then for certain higher things. You also will eventually have something similar attached to your robes at some point as you grow.
Professor, how come people didn't know how to do it? Is it just not needed that often, or is it really hard, or?
Well, it's one of the most fundamental defensive spells. It was first recorded in the 15th century. It was developed by dueling wizards, more as a non-lethal means of defense. Early versions of it were unreliable, only blocking weak hexes, but over time its strength increased with magical refinement. By the 18th century, it became a standard spell in formal dueling and auror training. There are variations, but we'll learn them later on. It's just more people back then, especially with the Goblin Wars and a lot of the medieval time, basically. More people enjoyed destruction than defensive.
Oh.
Yes. And there wasn't as many back then as there are now, so most people preferred. It's one of those, it all depends on where you grew up and how you grew up. Most people prefer just to, dish it out instead of take it, as most wizards do. The quicker you are, the quicker the battle's done. But something's happened that I'm going to teach it to you now. So, I need everyone to bring their wands out for me. We are going to be moving maps to the Defense Against the Dark Arts Training Hall, which is pretty much the same room, but the benches are gone. And you're going to see a couple training dummies come out of the floor.
Ooh.
They're just your standard training dummy. They each have wands. They're all wooden. They look like they can move somewhat on their own. They're a little animated. And she's just going to line you all up and have you practice saying Protego. You just hold your wand straight up in front of you, a little out from you, and say Protego. Can I have a first Arcana roll from everybody and then a performance roll?
Hey,
This is
Tia.
for learning. Yep.
Is this for learning or actually casting? Is it both?
This is you learning how to cast it.
Right. Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we established earlier today,
Yes.
my introduction to gaining magic was essentially a version of this spell. Does that give me anything? I'm just asking.
I'll let you do it with advantage. I'm good at that.
So good, Arcana.
Mm-hmm. A wizard that sucks at Arcana. That is not a good thing.
You know I need it so much. I'm the jock, all right? Let me have things.
This is true too. A jock that can see everything and do everything, but
I'm also a
doesn't
journalist.
understand everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just naturally good at most things.
Look.
Ooh, okay.
Skill. And then performance.
Yeah, that's just for me personally to see how well you do with your wand movement.
I won't take advantage of
Because most of this is, like I said before, wand movement and finishing the spells at the same time is key. So the Arcana is to be able to pronounce it properly and like basically think of exactly what you're trying to do. The performance is to see if you actually can do the wand movement. So
former lowest Arcana, that checks.
yeah. All right. The DC is only a 12 for the Arcana, so it's not terrible because this is just early learning in your first level. All right. So was everyone over a 12 for Arcana? We got a nat 20 from Amelia, a 14, a 21, and a 20. All right. The only bad one was the 6 performance and the 10 performance. The performance is fine. 10 is the required for it to do something. Amelia, the nat 20 is going to allow your performance to bump up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
all four of you now are lined up, and you're going to have, this is pretty much like a lineup. You try it, you go to the back of the line, and eventually you all come across these training dummies, and the training dummy is just going to like toss a little ball of force at you. And she's going to tell you now, now, now. And all of you, miraculously on your very first time, manage to do a shield spell. Protego. So you can all add that to your list of spells that you now know.
Amazing.
A lot of people are not doing well in this class. There's a couple people you'd know that have already learned this. You'd be able to tell that because the Alonzo and Gideon, you have the Gryffindors with you. So Rose definitely already has this down to the point where she's like trying to get your wands. Like, nope, nope, yes, nope, get in, nope, yes. There you go.
I'm doing fine.
You're fine. Okay, just checking.
It's okay, but I don't know the next one, so help me.
Wait, Fred, no. Fred gets hit in the face.
Yeah.
He's knocked back 10 feet.
I mean, oh no.
We've gone over this, Fred. Professor Bones just pretty much like picks him up, throws him right back in front of the dummy and go, trial and error, Fred. Just like Quidditch. The rest of you, the only other one who would really have issues, Alonzo, you would notice that Vincent is not getting this down properly. He is not the best at magic. He's good at practical, like potions and stuff, but when it comes to wand magic, he's as bad as Ron was. Nothing works for him. Like, Fred's probably the only other one who's not really the best at the wand stuff. He's good at the practical and the doing. The wand magic for Vincent is not working to the point where every time he tries to do it, it's going behind him instead of in front of him. So he's like getting it down, but not getting it down. And he has knocked over for the next hour every time. He's not learning any spells today. You would notice that for the Ravenclaws, for Amelia, I'm assuming Ava's going to roll pretty good for this. Cirrus is not taking part. She's just having magic tossed at her is probably not a good idea right now. She's practicing the shield charm just on her own. She's not practicing the knockback or any of the combat stuff. She's more defensive magic. You'd be able to tell is actually doing pretty good for her. But for the rest of you, you now have Protego.
Nice.
Yeah. Next, she's going to ask you guys to open up your textbooks and give her a little brief history on Flipendo, the knockback jinx. I will spell it out for you too. I'll put it in Zoom. Alonzo! He had it first, dear.
I'm not looking.
Even Rose at this time is like, get in, other people. And she's already got her hand up too.
I'm only good at the spells that hurt people. Let me have things. Continue.
Alonzo, what do you know about the Flipendo spell?
The Flipendo spell, or also known as a knockback jinx, is a spell that's used to primarily knock the target backwards. Mostly used for dueling, although I feel like it could be used, in a variety of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just like, okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. And it was I think it was perhaps in the 1800s, perhaps. I think it was first cast. It's like looking through the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was the 1890s.
And there's different variations of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's the duo, Flipendo Tria, and the Flipendo Maxima, which I would love to learn. No reasons why. You can look at Ava. It's described as be basically hit in the chest and sent flying backwards. It can be used on people or objects.
Correct. Nice job. All right.
I am pleased.
I closed a page. Open. I accidentally closed today's class lesson.
Class dismissed.
Pretty much.
We all get A's.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. The spell dates back to medieval times. It was originally used by witches and wizards to repel small creatures or objects. It gained popularity as a defensive spell among traveling wizards, especially against aggressive magical beasts. By the 19th century, Flipendo became a staple in the Hogwarts curriculum due to its versatility. It can be used for self-defense, dueling, and even everyday utility, such as moving objects out of the way. While not as powerful as offensive hexes, its concussive force is useful for stunning or pushing back attackers. So, we're going to go in order with initiative. Alonzo, can I have an attack roll, please? Spell attack. I also need an Arcana first and a performance.
Oh.
The Arcana and the performance is to learn it. Once you have learned it, all you're going to now need to do is an attack roll every time you use it.
Does this spell seem as easy to learn as the Protego?
Let me get my notes up. Yes.
Okay.
It's the same DC to learn all three of these today. You got to hit an Arcana of at least 12. This is for basic non-moving objects. It's a higher DC to learn. So eventually when you learn to do this against moving targets, it'll be 15 Arcana to learn it. But that's what practice is for. So the more you do it, the more you're gonna learn.
So good Arcana.
Okay.
It makes sense
Yep.
because Alonso is really good at understanding it, but
Mhm.
when it comes to doing it, that's where he gets a little cocky because he thinks he already knows it. So he kind of
Yep.
doesn't get like the one movements. He's like, you said
Nope.
spell attack. That's also gonna
Yes,
be.
please.
Oh. Oh, where was that for my performance? That is going to be. Oh, 24? Yeah, 24.
Yep.
The hit.
Okay. The 24 and the a good Arcana, a 6 performance, and 24 to hit. All right. So describe to me how you barely hit the target. You get the spell down, but it barely. You almost like the wand movement. You're not on target. The wand movement basically makes it so you only hit part of it, but not all of it. So you like damage like a little bit of an arm, and you hit the. You miss the center of the target. That's what I'm basically saying. And it doesn't knock it back with that performance roll.
Yeah. So as I said, like in full confidence because he thinks he knows it already, right? He kind of thinks he already knows it inside out. he goes flipendo, and he does like an overly
Yeah.
wide whip of the wand, and it goes pew, and it just barely grazes it. Because it was a warning shot. Don't miss it.
Yes. Alonzo, a little less flamboyant. Try it again.
I'm sorry. He
A
doesn't
little
compute
less
that. Oh,
flamboyant.
okay.
Determined.
Oh, more like a
Yes.
Weasley. He stops. He looks like an idiot.
What did I do?
Okay.
Violence.
I said Weasley in general. I didn't say you. Sorry, bad habit.
Inspiration is trying to show off now.
I'm okay with it. He might need it. So your Arcana is
okay,
good enough to know the spell.
More like Polly Chapman.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. I'm back on board. We're good.
So I don't need an Arcana anymore. All I need is a performance roll with advantage and then another spell attack roll, please. The Arcana is enough to actually get the pronunciation, and the spell's going to work for you.
That's much better. I didn't think he actually needed the advantage. I think seeing himself fail and get caught out and it inspired him.
Nice.
That's going to be a beautiful 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So, this time you are square on the middle, and you see this whole target dummy just like roll over and then come back up. It's on like a base that moves, so you'd be able to tell that you did enough to at least push it a good 5 feet and smack it dead center. Okay. So you can now add good old Flipendo to your list. This one will also, she will let you know if you use this on a person, it will hurt. This is not meant for combat right now. This one definitely right now at your level will do 1d10 bludgeoning damage.
That wouldn't kill me anymore. We're level 2 now.
Yeah, totally. Ironically, like the reason that he hit the target so well is that he mentioned Polly Chapman and he pictured Polly Chapman as the target, so just bam!
So she's basically going to be teaching you to do this non-lethally. This is more, she's teaching you how to just knock them back, but your understanding of the spell with those rolls, this would still hurt. This has enough force to damage something or someone. This is your first combat spell that you're learning. Yeah. Eventually she's going to tell you that there's a way to do this that'll make larger objects hurt. So like eventually this might hit like things within like a 10-foot radius instead of one target. She's teaching you the single target right now. Okay. Yep. Pretty much like Flipendo Maximus is going to be Thunderwave eventually. Yeah. There's another one for it, I believe, somewhere. So, with him learning, I will take rolls from everyone else to learn this spell. I will take first Arcana.
Performance again. Yeah.
I think Amelia's already rolled hers, the 19 and the 16.
Yes, for full
Okay.
pendo.
Beautiful.
She's over in the back, like just practicing.
Okay.
Really
And I'll just
quietly.
take a spell attack roll too, please. Okay.
That sucks.
Chester's heart isn't in hurting people.
Not with that performance. Okay. Chester, explain to me how yours works. So you pretty much are doing the exact same thing that Alonzo just did. So the spell works for you. You aim it at the target, but you just barely hit it. How does that work for Chester?
I don't think he aims it at the target. He's like aims it at the floor or up into the sky or something.
Okay.
There's like no intent to, or that's what he tries is to like pull it back.
Mm-hmm. Chester.
And fails.
It's okay to, really. Yeah. At this point, the Professor Bones will pretty much just come up to you and go, Chester, it's a piece of wood. It's okay to destroy it. I can fix it. Try again. I know you got it in you. I know you don't really want to maybe destroy it, but that's what we're here to do. If that's okay with you.
he doesn't buy that. Like,
okay.
Nope.
You really hit something hard, though. Tell me what you destroy with a nat 20, a spell attack, and a nat 1 performance. Where does it go and what do you explode?
Well, the only thing nearby would be this lovely table full of things here.
Beautiful. All right. So the rest of, well, the Ravenclaws and all the Hufflepuffs see Chester. I'm assuming you're going to close your eyes when you do this with a nat 1. Or are you trying? What do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, he probably squeezes his eyes shut, figuring that
Okay.
if he believes it's not real, nothing will happen.
Okay. You guys see Chester really, really explode a table. Like to the point where this should have been like only maybe destroyed a part of it. This whole table explodes immediately. This thing just immediately just goes everywhere. Books, everything that was on it just immediately shatters as he misses his target. You hear like a small inhale from everyone and then a large clap. Because destruction in this crew is a lot of people enjoyed what just happened. The professor's pretty much just going, okay. We'll practice later, Chester. It's okay. You got it down though. We'll work on your wand movement for you next time.
I think Alonso.
I think
looks at the destroyed table,
okay.
looks at Chester, because no,
you actually would have been in a different class.
Befriend Chester.
You weren't in the same class as him at the time. You were with the Gryffindors because you would have learned this on Monday, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we had seen that, that's what he would say.
Yeah, you would have definitely heard about it on the Tuesday.
Oh, he had
Chester
obviously we hear
exploded.
rumors, right? I mean, blowing the table up, right?
Yeah.
Befriend Chester.
Befriend Chester. There's something in Chester that is really good at destruction, just not aim.
Chester will put his wand away and try and hide behind the herd at the back of the lines. Avoid participating any further.
Yeah. So the rest of you, your rolls are all good. You guys can all now learn a single target Thunderwave.
I only got a 13 for my Arcana and then a nat 20 on my performance. You said it was a 14 DC?
It was a 12 DC
for 12. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and it's only got an AC of 10 to hit.
Perfect.
It ain't moving, and it's big.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
But my performance is noticeably better than Alonso's.
Yes.
That's
Oddly
awesome.
enough, for someone who doesn't really use her wand or know how to use it. Yep.
I
It's
do
like-
extra flair, which is actually
Yeah.
just the appropriate amount of flair that I don't normally give.
Yeah.
Just to mess with Alonso.
This is the fun part. Like, that's how like Fred works. He doesn't really know what's happening, it just happens.
Look, that's how most of my spells have gone, okay?
That's how most of the Weasleys work.
I'm just ignoring that it's also Fred.
This is true. Alright. So in Discord,
I
I'm
think
going
Alonso sees that. Sorry, just real quick.
Okay.
Sees that Gideon does it almost effortlessly, like the right amount of flair. He's like, naturally. God.
That's
Why would it go my way?
Alright. And last but not least, the next one, Fumos. Can someone in your textbooks, it's on page 102, tell me about Fumos? Fumos. This is a little different than the one that's in the Wizard and Wands book. The one that they currently have is Cloudkill.
Oh.
But we're going to be changing it to Fog Cloud.
Fog Cloud, yeah.
Because I'm going to change, like, Fumos Maximus eventually will be Cloudkill instead of Fog Cloud. We're going to combine them at some point later on. So you're going to be learning Fumos Fog Cloud. And after we're done this one, we will call it for the day.
Yeah.
I don't.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay.
know much about it, Professor. Except that I think my uncles have used it before.
Your uncles have
'Cause it
used a lot of
makes-
things before, dear.
Yeah, but it makes like fog come out, right? But like
It
on a
does,
whole
yes.
area. But I think they made it smell too. I'm not sure if that was a different spell, but
No.
that's all I know about it.
From what I've read about your interesting uncles, they've done a lot of things to this spell.
Wait, who is this again?
Professor Bones.
She was at school with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she knows everything about them.
From what I read about them.
Well, that and
she was here.
She would have access now to their actual school
Disciplinary
records.
records? Yeah.
Yes. She knows everything about your uncles now that she didn't know before.
Before there were just suspicions.
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
She's a Hufflepuff, so she didn't learn a lot of things that would happen in the
now she knows too much.
Now she knows too much. Yeah, you're definitely maybe on top list of her watch list.
I just kick my feet because they don't reach the ground.
Yeah. You also have at that point like getting like Ron and Rose just giggling. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the Fumo spell, also known as the Smokescreen Charm, was first developed by the wizarding military strategists in the 17th century as a means of battlefield concealment. Unlike disillusionment charms, which blend a person to their surroundings, Fumos creates a thick cloud of smoke, allowing wizards to escape or reposition themselves in combat. It was notably used during the Goblin Rebellions, where both goblins and wizards employed it for ambush tactics. Today, it's mostly commonly taught as a non-violent method of evasion, particularly useful for students who may need to escape dangerous situations, or, well, in your uncle's cases, just so they can avoid doing work.
Yay.
Yes. So, today, we're going to learn that spell. Yeah. I'm going to have everybody roll me another Arcana performance, and that's all I need. There's no spell attack. You can give me a spell attack if you want to put it in a certain spot. This is a 20-foot radius that you can pretty much put anywhere within, I think, a 30 to 60-foot radius of you. It is a concentration spell for 1 minute.
I'm going to use my portent
Okay.
for my Arcana to guarantee that I know it. But my performance is a 2. But
Okay.
yeah, and my attack is an 11.
11.
Because we're with the Gryffindors, right? So I'm definitely trying to put it on Fred.
Excellent.
But it's really sloppy.
Uh-huh.
But I do know it.
Okay. Well, you guys at some point see the entire room start getting covered in fog. So how's everybody's rolls? So we have okay. It's the Arcana. I'm more. Did anyone roll under a 12 for Arcana? I don't think you did. No. Okay. Everyone's learning Fog Cloud today. Nice. The performance isn't as important with this one because the spell's still going to work. It's just more the performance is on where you center it and where it goes for you guys. So tell me, we'll go in order with Alonzo. How does Fog Cloud look for you? How does it work? You all definitely have enough to learn it. Where are you putting it? What
I think
do you think it looks like?
okay. We're with the Gryffindors, yeah?
You are with the Gryffindors.
Well, he was originally going to do it on Fred, but since as Gideon is already covering that, he will, with the right amount of flair, he learned his lesson. He's not going to be outstitched by Gideon a second time. He's going to aim it. Polly Chapman is the Gryffindor, isn't she?
Polly is not here currently because she's still in the infirmary.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So technically Polly, and I think it was Zhao Zhen, is not technically here.
Just cause he will put it on. He'll put it on James.
Okay.
Just cause he's a Potter.
James is
like
third
aim
year.
it at him and just like blind him.
James is a third year.
Potter. Oh, what?
James Potter Weasley is a third
Oh
year.
yeah.
Yep. He's not here.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even think I have him on the board. Your best would be Fred.
No, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yep.
We can both put it on him.
Double
Yeah.
Fog Cloud on Fred.
Double Fred.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Like
You're right.
runs out of one.
Okay.
He'll ambush James in the hallway with Fumos.
Beautiful. So Gideon and Alonzo both look at each other, look at Fred, and go, "Yeah, Fumos." Can I quickly have
teach you to be good at Quidditch?
Yeah.
Can I have perception rolls to see if you can see them?
In the fog?
Yeah.
Nope.
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 That was like a 4.
Oddly enough, you see this cloud and you just see him vanish. He got a nat 20 stealth. Because now he is technically the entire room almost goes heavily obscured, and you guys are having a hard time seeing 5 feet in front of you. As everybody casts this at the exact same time, and the entire classroom is now heavily obscured with Fumos. Perfect. You guys did good. Everyone else, same before. You guys all now have Fumos, Flipendo, and Protego for spells you can use.
Sweet.
Dope.
Yeah. So, yeah, your rolls are good enough that you guys can now use these anytime you need to. Flipendo is going to be the only one I'm going to need spell attack rolls from now on. You can either use, you would know you can do the damage one or the non-lethal one. It definitely, you would know it's not quiet. People will hear it. Yep. The other two are pretty much silent, but Flipendo will cause a little bit of a crackle. So if you're trying to do it stealthily or somewhere else, you're going to have to roll quite good on your stealth roll first. Because I know a couple of you might use that in ways that Brandon can't think of right now. Especially Fog Cloud. The joys of having some of you Slytherins now giving you the ability to conceal your way everywhere. It's going to be fun.
Look, I need
Perfect.
it, okay? I have a terrible
I know.
Spontaneous fog clouds everywhere.
Kind of
Yeah.
that balance, yeah. You can
A
be
little bit.
hidden, but you're also drawing attention to yourself.
Sure are. Yep.
Yeah, it's like not subtle.
Nope.
Having been in class and having Professor Bones all up
Yep.
nearby, taking care of him, probably at the jealousy of everyone else in the class.
Oh,
Chester
yes.
is hiding in the back now, facing the book, kind of buried, uh, all welling up, tears in his eyes. He'll just like focus on the fog cloud and
Okay.
disappear. And if
Nice.
the DM will allow it, maybe some of
Yep.
his natural magic will seep through, and instead of like an extended spell,
Yep.
it's just like a thicker, heavier fog that swells around him, almost
Okay,
more
yeah,
like a
no, I'm good
darkness
with that.
spell.
Yeah.
So he like
Really,
just
really heavily
hides
obscured.
himself. Yeah.
Nope, I am
to get out of everyone's notice.
all good for that. At some point, though, near the end of class, Professor Bones would definitely come up to you and make you help her mend the table.
I don't know if I learned that one.
You have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody's
we
learned it.
have. I don't think I passed that one now.
Well, you're gonna get lots of practice. Mhm. She's not letting you leave until it is back to how it was. Yeah. So if you haven't learned it,
Well,
well, you're getting the one movement, but the 10 Arcana, you still haven't learned this one yet. She's just more of a... I'll get Professor Flitwick to give you a little bit more training on that one. He's better at, I think, teaching smaller stuff than I am. We'll work on it. You'll get it down. I have faith. Plus a Hufflepuff that can't mend a broken pot, that's just, yeah, figure it out.
makes him feel even smaller. Gets the extra time after class. Everyone will hate him even more.
She literally said, he's better at the basics because you're bad at this.
Yep. There's always one. Okay. Anything else the rest of you
We
guys
thought it
want
was
to
going
do
to be
before?
Fred.
I know. Is there anything else you guys want to do for the remainder before we finish for the evening?
There was a spell gone wrong redeemed. I don't know
Oh,
if you
was
remember
there?
that one. Yeah.
I don't have that. Oh, sorry, I haven't had
There
Zoom
was
on.
one, yeah.
Spell gone wrong. I will add to our next game. I did not see that. I am sorry.
I didn't see that. Oh, there it goes. Oh, wrong. Oh, wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay. I will add that.
It was before the hydrate.
Yeah, sorry. I did miss that. Next session. I will add that to something entertaining. Okay.
I have one thing I want to do before bed, but
Sure.
it's not something that requires much. I'm gonna go back to the room of requirement if it's empty.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll go back at some point when it is.
Okay, give me just roll me a D100. 50 and above, you're good. 50 and under, 49 and under. Sorry, 50 and under, someone's in it. 51 and above, it's empty.
63.
It's empty.
Okay. I'm going to walk back and forth and think about it being set up like some sort of obstacle course.
Okay.
I want to work on my dexterity.
On the broom?
No, on my own feet.
Oh,
just
okay.
just in general.
I think
Acrobatics.
it will be better on the broom later if I can start it at more of the basics, because I keep
Okay.
tripping on these stairs and it's
Yeah.
hurting my kneecaps, and so I'm just gonna try and get like a little practice in when I can on
Okay.
just like basic stuff.
Okay. The obstacle course that pops up for you is an entirely empty room. Every single tile has different lettering, wording, and stuff on it. And you're going to find that every time you move, either something's going to fly at you, cause you to jump out of the way, move out of the way, or it's a trap pit
Mhm.
that you're going to have to jump over.
Okay.
So it's pretty much more of a reactive
Yeah, that's fine.
session. Yeah, basically every time you step somewhere, something different is going to happen. You will be falling down a lot of trap pits that you're going to have to climb back out of. That's the
Yeah,
majority of them.
the climbing out of is fine. The noticing the traps is fine.
Mhm.
It's the reacting quicker to them that
Yeah.
she's trying to work on.
You would definitely have like almost like gargoyle heads around the entire room, and as you step on certain ones, like a little force spell's gonna come out. So you can either practice your shield spell in there to deflect them or just move out of the way.
Nope, just moving out of the way. This is not a
Alright.
magic thing. This is just a Gideon
Okay.
thing.
Just I will take 3 deck saves, please.
I feel like Gideon's gonna have to
Oh,
start
there's
wrapping
almost an
reviews
F
like
20.
Violet does.
Deck save. Nope. 7,
Okay.
14,
Okay.
10. Okay, that could be worse.
Well, it could be better too.
I have a -1. It could have been
I know.
worse.
The more you practice, let me know how many times per week you're gonna do this.
Sure.
Eventually, like by the time summer hits, if you constantly practice at this, we'll bump you up to 1 or 2 extra decks.
Cool.
If you practice, you will get rewarded.
I would like 2.
We will probably roll a d4 and see what you get.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, 1 and
Yeah,
2
I'm
will
just
be a
gonna
1 and
start
2.
that, and I'll work
Okay.
on it when I can.
Yep, this is you guys like learning. This is how I can get away with not using point buy, with using point buy. So the more you guys practice, the more you guys are going to get stuff. So if you like hit up a gym every day to get your strength up, we'll get your strength up. Cool. If you want to get prettier, we'll figure that out too.
We're about to go through puberty. That's just gonna happen.
I know it's going to be interesting when we go through all
You don't
that.
need to go to the room.
You're gonna pull a
You just need to age
Hermione.
up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just huge glow ups for everyone.
Yeah, I can't wait until Rose goes through it and starts screeching at everybody. It's gonna be great.
Even Mr. Elegante gets a glow up. He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
He just wants to.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Anything else for anyone else before we end for the evening?
I hobble back
Yep.
to the
Oh yeah, you are battered and bruised.
Yeah.
But you
I
have
don't know
Dittany
who's
on
in
you.
the room, but
Yeah.
I hobble back in and give no explanation.
You only have one female in your dorm, and Sophia Sanchez. She's the only other first year, so she'd
Well, I
be
have to
the
go
only
through
one.
the
Well, the common room,
yeah,
yes,
the
definitely.
common room.
But Sophia would definitely try and sing you a Get Better song.
Can I Protego just my ears for 10 minutes?
I don't think you can.
You can take it.
Yeah.
I try anyways.
Yeah. Did I see Amelia's hand go up? Did you have anything?
No, I was stretching.
You're stretching. Beautiful. Okay, I wasn't sure. All right. Well, thanks everybody. We will end here. Hopefully next session we have a couple more students. And yeah, because we didn't have them, I think I'll save our other thing I was going to do for the session after that. So next session we will finish off today and probably see what you guys want to do the rest of the week. I will probably come up with one more fun thing for you guys to learn in potions class.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Let's have good old Raza tell us what's going on the rest of the week for D&D Play 20.
All right. Well, actually, a lot of it has already been posted on the Twitch chat. I believe, obviously, I'll start with the one that wasn't mentioned, because I believe it was mentioned that we have Wild Mount and we have Historia, but one that wasn't mentioned, obviously, Methus, which we have later. Today for me.
We don't have Methus later today.
Nope. Yeah,
What?
Methus was canceled. so-
Yes.
That's why you didn't mention it. Makes sense. Wishful thinking. Never mind,
Yeah.
just kidding. But yes, we still have Belvedere's Wild Mount, which we are all looking forward to. Coming up very soon.
Not
For me, it's on Monday
positive.
morning, but
Maybe.
While we're doing the game, I'm not positive if it's going to be available to viewers immediately. That's yeah.
Yeah. So keep an eye out on the Discord. Yeah. Sure. And we have Historia. I do believe I covered that. Let me just make sure I'll get anything else. Oh, obviously mine. We have Vecna as well. Like
Monday at 10 a.m.
usual time. 10 a.m. exactly. I do believe that's it. Yeah.
Who's DMing Vecna?
Yeah. Humblewoods. Huh?
Who's DMing Vecna?
I don't know, some rando. Some random dude.
Yeah.
We have a story on Tuesday.
We obviously
as well.
have.
He said that.
We have his story on Tuesday. We have Humblewoods.
Monday night?
On Tuesday as well.
7 p.m. Eastern. Monday night.
Monday
Sunday,
night. Sorry,
7 p.m. Eastern.
it comes up for me at different times.
I know.
But yes, Monday night. For me, it's Tuesday at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I believe. Obviously, with Qual College.
Yep. And Strixhaven on Saturday.
Would it be Thursday night? It's Friday for me. And Strixhaven, we may or may not have Belvedere's Elemental Chaos following that on Friday.
Yeah, there's lots going on. Join the Discord, you'll see them all posted.
Indeed.
I am looking for guinea pigs for Dino Racing. So if you are interested in some quick rounds of fun that will hopefully grow into a whole league of jockeys and dino mounts and pretend gambling, yeah, look for that as well.
Okay, but what if I'm just interested in guinea pigs? Do you have something for that?
Well, if the rules work, we could look at guinea pig racing as well.
Amazing, I'm in.
Yeah.
Cool.
I recommend
Thanks, everybody.
it. It's fun.
Yep. Thanks everybody who tuned in to watch, listen. We will see you again soon. Have a good night. Day,
Bye.
morning.
Bye.
Godspeed.